If you want to know the single most important factor in whether someone will develop cancer, forget genetics, forget family history. What matters is something happening in your body right now at this very moment. Microscopic cancers are forming inside you, not might be forming, are forming. Everyone watching this has them. But here's what most people don't understand. Whether those microscopic cancers ever become dangerous depends entirely on three things your body controls. Your immune system's ability to find and destroy them. Your blood vessel system's decision whether to feed them. And your body's inflammatory state that either smothers them or fans the flames. Hi, I'm Dr. Becker. I'm an emergency medicine physician and cancer researcher. After nearly 30 years studying how the body fights disease, I've seen what happens when these natural defense mechanisms fail. People develop cancers that could have been stopped. But I've also seen something remarkable. Specific foods in exact amounts can activate these defense systems even in people over 60, even in people who've already been diagnosed. In this video, I'm going to show you 5 foods that clinical studies have proven fight cancer at the cellular level. We'll explore how each one works through multiple pathways to starve tumors, boost immunity, and repair damaged tissue. Most importantly, I'll give you the exact amounts that researchers used in human studies, not speculation, actual doses that worked in real people. Quick favor. I see messages from people who've watched several of my videos and didn't realize they weren't subscribed. Could you double check right now? It's free, takes 2 seconds, and helps this channel reach more people who desperately need this information. Now, here's the thing most people don't know. At any given moment, you have thousands of microscopic cancers in your body. This isn't speculation. This is established science. When researchers do autopsies on people who died from accidents, What if I told you that, at this very moment, tiny clusters of cancer cells are likely forming in your body? It's a jarring thought, isn't it? The word cancer itself often conjures images of dire diagnoses and uphill battles. But the truth is, this biological process of abnormal cell formation isn't a rare, sudden event. It's a continuous, almost mundane occurrence, happening right now, inside you. This isn't a concept meant to instill fear, but rather to ignite a powerful sense of awareness and empower you with knowledge. Don't panic. This isn't a doomsday prediction, it's an empowering insight into the incredible resilience of your own physiology. For most of us, most of the time, our incredible bodies are already working tirelessly, often silently, to detect and eliminate these rogue cells before they ever become a problem. Think of it like a constant low-level war waged by your immune system, a vigilant internal defense force patrolling every nook and cranny. These microscopic formations, often referred to as microtumors or precancers, are a natural part of our biology, appearing and disappearing undetected, throughout our lives. Our bodies are remarkably adept at maintaining balance, identifying anomalies, and clearing them out. The real danger arises not from their mere presence, but when these microtumors manage to cross a critical threshold. Imagine a tiny, dormant seed that suddenly finds incredibly fertile ground, abundant water, and perfect sunlight, prompting it to rapidly germinate and demand nutrients. This is precisely what happens when a microtumor learns to recruit its own blood supply, a pivotal and frightening process called angiogenesis. Once this happens, that tiny, harmless cluster transforms from an insignificant speck into a growing entity. It can proliferate, expand its reach, and potentially become a dangerous, visible threat, moving beyond the body's initial surveillance capabilities. This isn't just about bad luck, a roll of the genetic dice, or an inevitable fate. Your everyday choices, particularly what you consistently put on your plate, play a monumental, often overlooked, role in tipping the scales of this silent war within us. We have far more agency and control over our internal environment than we often realize. For decades, cutting-edge science has been meticulously uncovering powerful natural compounds found in everyday fruits, vegetables, and herbs that actively interfere with cancer's insidious growth mechanisms. These compounds work by bolstering our immune defenses, inhibiting inflammation, and critically starving burgeoning tumors of their vital blood supply. This chapter isn't meant to scare you into a state of anxiety, but rather to awaken you to a profound and liberating truth. Your body possesses an innate, incredible ability to prevent cancer from taking root and flourishing, and you hold the most potent key to unlocking that power. Understanding this continuous, often silent, process of microcancer formation and progression is the first crucial step towards taking proactive, informed control over the future of your health. It's time to learn how to actively support your body's defenses. Hello again, and welcome to a crucial part of our journey. In our last session, we touched upon a sobering reality: the silent, microscopic battles our bodies are constantly fighting, often without us even knowing. It can be a frightening thought, but today, I want to introduce you to someone who has dedicated her life to turning that fear into empowering knowledge and actionable hope. Today, we're going to meet Dr. Eleanor Becker. Dr. Becker isn't your typical stern, white-coat scientist. She's a visionary physician and a passionate advocate for integrative health, whose approach to well-being goes far beyond conventional medicine. For decades, she's been at the forefront of researching how our daily choices, particularly what we put on our plates, profoundly impact our health at a cellular level. Her work is a testament to the idea that true healing often begins not in a pharmacy, but in our kitchens. She believes that our bodies possess an incredible inherent capacity for self-repair and defense, and that nature provides us with powerful tools to bolster these capabilities. Her journey into this field wasn't just academic, it was deeply personal, driven by a desire to offer more holistic and sustainable solutions to complex health challenges. This isn't about quick fixes. Dr. Becker's groundbreaking research has focused specifically on the intricate relationship between nutrition and the body's natural defenses against disease, particularly cancer. She's uncovered how specific compounds found in everyday foods can act as powerful allies, working in synergy with our biological systems to fortify our resilience. Imagine having a garden, and instead of just pulling weeds, you also nourish the soil, ensuring that the beneficial plants thrive and naturally crowd out the unwanted ones. That's essentially the philosophy Dr. Becker champions, building an internal environment so robust that illness struggles to take root. Her findings challenge the conventional wisdom that often waits for disease to manifest before intervening. Instead, she empowers us to take proactive steps, harnessing the incredible power of what we eat. What Dr. Becker offers us isn't a miraculous cure-all, but a profound and practical promise, that through conscious, food-based choices, we can significantly enhance our body's ability to protect itself. This isn't about restrictive diets or complicated regimens, it's about understanding the science behind natural healing and integrating simple, delicious foods into our daily lives. Her approach is rooted in rigorous scientific evidence, translating complex biological processes into easy-to-understand principles we can all apply. She's seen countless individuals transform their health, not by undergoing drastic medical procedures, but by making informed dietary changes. It's about taking control. Throughout this series, we'll delve into Dr. Becker's insights, exploring specific foods and their unique mechanisms of action. We'll learn which compounds are essential, why they matter, and how to incorporate them effectively. Think of her as our guide, illuminating the path to a healthier, more resilient you, not through fear, but through knowledge and empowerment. She firmly believes that everyone deserves access to this life-changing information, and that empowering individuals to make better food choices is one of the most impactful ways to foster long-term wellness. Food is your medicine. So, prepare to embark on an exciting exploration of how everyday ingredients can become extraordinary tools in your health arsenal. Dr. Becker's work offers a beacon of hope and a clear roadmap for nurturing your body's incredible capacity to prevent, and even fight, disease. Let's open our minds to the wisdom of nature and the transformative potential of our plates. We're about to discover a world where wellness is cultivated, one nourishing bite at a time, guided by Dr. Becker's compassionate expertise and scientific rigor. Ready to transform your health? Welcome back, my friends. In our previous chapter, we opened our eyes to a challenging truth: microscopic cancer cells might be forming in our bodies right now. But don't let that thought bring you down, because today, we're going to empower you with an even more profound truth. Your body is an extraordinary fortress, equipped with 3 incredible defense systems designed to fight cancer from the inside out. These aren't passive walls, they're dynamic, intelligent guardians that are constantly at work, often without us even realizing it. First, let's talk about your immune system, a truly marvel of nature. Imagine an elite army of microscopic soldiers, endlessly patrolling every inch of your being. Their mission? To identify and neutralize any threat, including rogue cells that might be turning cancerous. Your immune cells, like T cells and natural killer cells, are incredibly sophisticated. They recognize abnormalities, mark them for destruction, and clear them away before they can ever become a problem. This constant surveillance is your body's primary line of defense, a silent, tireless warrior against potential disease. When this system is strong, it's remarkably effective at keeping you healthy. Next, we have inflammation, a word often associated with pain and discomfort, but one that actually plays a dual role in our health. Acute inflammation is a heroic response, a swift reaction to injury or infection, bringing healing factors to the site. Think of it as a localized emergency crew rushing to put out a fire. However, when inflammation becomes chronic, a low-grade, persistent smolder rather than a quick blaze, it can actually start to fuel cancer growth. It creates an environment ripe for cells to mutate, proliferate, and spread. Understanding this distinction is key, because many foods we eat can either fan the flames of chronic inflammation or help to quench them. Finally, we delve into angiogenesis, a process that sounds complex but is incredibly vital. It's the creation of new blood vessels. When you cut yourself, angiogenesis helps form new capillaries to heal the wound. But cancer, in its cunning, tries to hijack this process. A tiny cluster of cancer cells, often called a microtumor, can only grow to about the size of a pinhead before it needs its own blood supply to get nutrients and oxygen. If it can't recruit new blood vessels, it remains dormant, harmless. Your body has natural anti-angiogenic mechanisms that work to starve these microtumors. When these mechanisms are strong, they act like a blockade, preventing cancer from ever establishing a foothold and growing into a significant threat. So, you see, your body isn't waiting for cancer to strike, it's actively defending itself every single moment. These 3 systems, your immune system, the delicate balance of inflammation, and the control over angiogenesis, are interconnected. They form a powerful synergy. The good news? You have immense power to influence and strengthen these natural defenses, not with expensive drugs, but with something far more accessible and delicious: the food you choose to put on your plate. In the upcoming chapters, we'll reveal exactly which foods are your greatest allies in this ongoing fight for health, helping your body perform its incredible job even better. Stay tuned, because the power to fortify your internal fortress is closer than you think. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. In our previous chapter, we explored the incredible, intricate defense systems your body naturally possesses against cancer: your immune system, the inflammation response, and the delicate balance of angiogenesis. Now, it's time to dive into the exciting part: how we can empower these systems, not with complex pharmaceuticals, but with the simplest yet most potent tools from nature's pantry. Today, we're unveiling our first superstar food, green tea. You might think of green tea as just a calming beverage, something to sip on a quiet afternoon. But from a scientific standpoint, it's a powerhouse, a guardian in a cup. The magic largely lies in compounds called catechins, especially one called epigallocatechin gallate, or EGCG. It's a bit of a mouthful, isn't it? But remember EGCG, because it's the superhero we're talking about. Researchers have spent decades uncovering its profound impact on health, particularly its unique ability to combat cancer. So, how does EGCG work its wonders? Firstly, it's a phenomenal antioxidant. Think of antioxidants as tiny shields that protect your cells from damage caused by free radicals, unstable molecules that can contribute to cellular mutations and, eventually, cancer. EGCG swoops in, neutralizes these threats, and keeps your cells happy and healthy. But its power goes beyond simple antioxidation. EGCG has been shown to directly interfere with cancer cell growth. It can induce apoptosis, which is essentially programmed cell death, in cancerous cells, without harming healthy ones. Imagine a precise, natural sniper taking out only the bad guys. It also inhibits angiogenesis, the formation of new blood vessels that tumors need to grow and spread. This is a critical mechanism, it starves the cancer. Now, let's talk about the practical side, dosage. While enjoying a cup or two of green tea daily is certainly beneficial, to harness its full anti-cancer potential, science suggests a more concentrated approach. Most studies showing significant anti-cancer effects utilize doses equivalent to about 3 to 5 cups of traditionally brewed green tea per day. This translates to roughly 300 to 500 milligrams of EGCG. It's important to remember that not all green teas are created equal. The EGCG content can vary widely depending on the type of tea, how it's grown, and how it's brewed. For instance, matcha green tea, where you consume the entire powdered leaf, offers a much higher concentration of EGCG than a typical steep tea bag. If the idea of drinking several cups a day seems daunting or you're sensitive to caffeine, don't worry. High-quality green tea extract supplements are an excellent alternative. Look for supplements that are standardized to contain a specific amount of EGCG, ideally in the 300 to 500 milligrams range per serving, and ensure they are decaffeinated if caffeine is a concern. Always choose reputable brands and consult with your healthcare provider, especially if you have underlying health conditions or are taking other medications. Green tea, especially in concentrated forms, can interact with certain drugs. But when used wisely, it's a simple, delicious, and powerful ally in your journey towards optimal health and cancer prevention. Let's make this humble leaf a daily ritual for a stronger, healthier you. Welcome back, dear friends, to our continuing journey of empowering health through the incredible gifts of nature. In our last chapter, we unveiled the quiet, profound strength of green tea and its powerful compounds. Today, we're diving deeper, exploring the vibrant world of two more extraordinary guardians against cancer, the golden spice, turmeric, and the dazzling array of colorful berries. Imagine, if you will, a world where your daily food choices don't just nourish your body, but actively defend it, rebuilding your internal resilience cell by precious cell. This isn't a far-off dream, it's the very real, scientifically backed power of nature. First, let's shine a spotlight on turmeric, the radiant golden spice that has graced kitchens, sacred rituals, and traditional medicine practices for millennia. Its true star, the bioactive compound known as curcumin, is a veritable superhero in the biochemical landscape of your body. Think of curcumin as a master conductor for your body's intricate symphony of health, meticulously orchestrating various processes. One of curcumin's most profoundly significant roles is its potent anti-inflammatory properties. We now understand that chronic, low-grade inflammation is a silent, insidious orchestrator of many diseases, including the initiation and progression of cancer. Curcumin intelligently steps in, calming this internal fire, preventing it from spiraling out of control and creating that welcoming environment where cancer cells might otherwise thrive. It achieves this by directly inhibiting key inflammatory molecules and pathways, effectively keeping inflammation at bay. But turmeric's remarkable magic doesn't stop with simply quelling inflammation. Curcumin also wields a formidable ability to influence angiogenesis, the critical biological process by which new blood vessels are formed. Cancerous tumors are incredibly cunning and resourceful, they require a constant, robust supply of blood to fuel their rapid growth and facilitate their spread throughout the body. Curcumin acts like a vigilant, watchful gatekeeper, actively disrupting this process, essentially, starving the tumor by cutting off its vital lifelines. Furthermore, and this is truly fascinating, it encourages apoptosis, a beautiful and vital scientific term for programmed cell death. When a cell becomes rogue, damaged, or simply dysfunctional, our healthy body ideally signals it to self-destruct. Curcumin significantly enhances this natural, protective process, gently guiding potentially cancerous cells to self-destruct. Now, let's turn our attention to the dazzling, jewel-toned spectrum of colorful berries, the deep blues of blueberries, the ruby reds of raspberries, the vibrant reds of strawberries, the enigmatic purples of blackberries, and the tart crimson of cranberries. These small, unassuming wonders are bursting with an incredible array of antioxidants, especially the potent compounds known as anthocyanins, which are responsible for their rich, captivating hues. Think of these antioxidants as tiny, resilient shields, tirelessly protecting your precious cells from the ravages of oxidative stress, a damaging process often likened to rust forming on metal, caused by highly unstable molecules called free radicals. Free radicals are notorious for their ability to damage DNA, proteins, and lipids, thereby paving the way for cellular dysfunction and, ultimately, cancer. The vibrant pigments in berries are not just for aesthetic appeal, they are powerful, proactive defenders against damage. These magnificent berries don't just stop at protection, they also play a crucial role in modulating and strengthening your immune system, enhancing your body's natural, inherent ability to identify and efficiently eliminate abnormal or potentially cancerous cells. Scientific studies have shown their capacity to inhibit tumor growth, and even assist in the vital process of detoxifying harmful carcinogens from the body. Incorporating even just a handful of mixed berries into your daily routine, perhaps sprinkled over your morning oatmeal, blended into a refreshing smoothie, or simply enjoyed as a delightful, healthful snack, is an incredibly delicious and remarkably simple step towards empowering your body's defense mechanisms. So, as we savor the golden glow of turmeric and the jewel-toned brilliance of berries, let's remember that each conscious bite is a profound investment in your long-term well-being, a proactive, delicious step in building your future health today. Welcome back, my friends, to our journey of empowering health through food. We've explored the wonders of green tea, turmeric, and vibrant berries. Today, we turn our attention to two more everyday heroes, often overlooked but packing an incredible punch against silent threats: broccoli and garlic. Think of them as the unsung guardians in your kitchen, diligently working to protect your health from within. It's not about exotic ingredients or complex rituals, it's about rediscovering the power in the familiar. Let's start with broccoli, the green crown jewel of the cruciferous family. Its star compound is sulforaphane, a true marvel of nature. When you chop or chew broccoli, an enzyme called myrosinase converts glucoraphanin into sulforaphane. This powerful compound doesn't just fight inflammation, it activates our body's own detoxification enzymes, literally helping to flush out carcinogens. More remarkably, sulforaphane can switch on beneficial genes and switch off harmful ones, a process known as epigenetic regulation, which is crucial in preventing cancer development. It's a master key for cellular defense. To get the most out of your broccoli, lightly steam it or stir-fry it after chopping and letting it sit for a few minutes. This simple trick allows the enzymes to do their work, maximizing sulforaphane production, a master key. Next, we shine a light on garlic, an herb revered for millennia not just for its distinctive flavor but for its profound medicinal properties. The magic in garlic comes from its organosulfur compounds, especially allicin, which is released when garlic is crushed or chopped. Allicin and its derivatives are potent anti-cancer agents. They've been shown to inhibit cancer cell proliferation, induce programmed cell death, apoptosis, in various cancer types, and even block tumor angiogenesis, the formation of new blood vessels that feed tumors. Garlic also acts as a powerful immune booster, strengthening our body's natural defenses against rogue cells. Incorporating raw or lightly cooked garlic into your diet is a simple yet incredibly effective way to harness its protective power, boosting our immunity. What's truly fascinating is how these two foods, broccoli and garlic, complement each other. While sulforaphane in broccoli works on detoxification pathways and epigenetic modulation, garlic's allicin compounds directly target cancer cell viability and bolster the immune system. Together, they create a formidable shield. Imagine a long line of ancestors, stretching back through history, who instinctively understood the healing power of these natural ingredients. They weren't aware of sulforaphane or allicin, but they recognized the vitality these foods brought, passing down traditions that still hold true today. It's a legacy of natural wellness. So, how do we bring these natural guardians into our daily lives effortlessly? Think about adding chopped raw garlic to your salad dressings or a light stir-fry with broccoli florets. Roast broccoli with a sprinkle of garlic powder for a quick, delicious side. Or, simply steam broccoli and drizzle with olive oil and minced garlic. Small, consistent changes can lead to monumental shifts in your health trajectory. Remember, every meal is an opportunity to nourish and protect your body. Let broccoli and garlic be your steadfast allies in building a resilient, cancer-resistant life. These are your steadfast allies. Friends, we've journeyed together through some truly powerful insights, unveiling nature's incredible pharmacy hidden in our everyday foods. We've seen how tiny, insidious microcancers might be forming, but more importantly, we've discovered how we can empower our bodies to fight back. It's not about grand, overwhelming changes, but about gentle, consistent choices that add up to profound protection. Think of it as cultivating a beautiful garden. Consistent care yields vibrant results. We began with the humble green tea, a beverage enjoyed for centuries, now revealed as a potent guardian. Its polyphenol, particularly EGCG, are like tiny intelligent warriors, inhibiting angiogenesis and bolstering our cellular defenses. Just a few cups a day, a warm, comforting ritual, can infuse your system with this protective power. It's an easy swap from sugary drinks, offering warmth and wellness in every sip. Remember, it's about making small, joyful adjustments, not strict deprivations. Next, we explored the golden spice, turmeric, and its superstar compound, curcumin. This vibrant root is a master orchestrator, taming inflammation, that hidden fire that fuels many diseases, and directly interfering with cancer cell growth. Incorporating turmeric into your cooking, perhaps a savory curry or a golden milk latte, is a delicious way to bring its healing touch into your daily life. And let's not forget the colorful symphony of berries, nature's candy, bursting with anthocyanins and ellagic acid. Blueberries, raspberries, strawberries, each tiny fruit is a powerhouse, a delicious shield against cellular damage. A handful in your oatmeal, a smoothie, or simply as a snack, they make fighting cancer taste delightful. Then, we introduced the cruciferous champion, broccoli. Often underestimated, broccoli and its relatives like cauliflower and Brussels sprouts are brimming with sulforaphane, a compound that actively detoxifies carcinogens and induces cancer cell death. Steamed, roasted, or added to stir-fries, making broccoli a regular guest at your dinner table is a strategic move. Even sneaking it into a soup or a pasta sauce can make a difference. It's about building a repertoire of healthy habits that you genuinely enjoy. And finally, the aromatic powerhouse, garlic. This ancient remedy isn't just for warding off vampires, its organosulfur compounds are formidable anti-cancer agents, boosting immunity and blocking carcinogens. Minced into dressings, sautéed with vegetables, or simply added to almost any savory dish, garlic offers a flavor punch and a protective embrace. Together, these 5 foods form an unbeatable team, working synergistically to fortify your body's innate defenses. So, how do we weave these wonders into our busy lives? It's simpler than you think. Start small. Perhaps commit to a cup of green tea in the morning. Add a sprinkle of turmeric to your eggs or soup. Grab a handful of berries for a midday snack. Aim for a serving of broccoli a few times a week, and always use fresh garlic in your cooking. The goal isn't perfection, but consistency. Each conscious choice is a vote for your health, a step towards a future where you are vibrant and strong. Imagine the cumulative power of these choices over weeks, months, and years. This isn't just about preventing disease, it's about thriving, about living with energy and vitality, knowing you're actively nurturing your body. These foods aren't just sustenance, they are your allies in life. Let's make them part of our daily rhythm. Welcome back. We've explored powerful foods that fortify your body's natural defenses against cancer. Now, let's address some common questions about diet and this complex disease. It's natural to have doubts, and my goal is to provide straightforward, evidence-based answers to empower you further on your health journey. Many of you ask about organic foods. Becker, is organic really worth the extra cost? This is a fantastic question. While nutritional differences can be subtle, the primary benefit of organic produce is significantly reducing exposure to pesticides and herbicides. Conventional farming often uses chemicals that can act as endocrine disruptors or carcinogens. Choosing organic for items on the dirty dozen list, like strawberries, spinach, and kale, can make a meaningful difference, especially for vulnerable populations. For the clean 15, conventional options are generally safer. It's about reducing your toxic load, crucial for a robust immune system. Another frequent concern is sugar. Does sugar feed cancer? This topic often causes confusion and fear. The short answer is yes, cancer cells, like all cells, need glucose for energy. However, it's not as simple as cutting out all sugar. The key is what kind of sugar and how much. Highly processed sugars, found in sodas, candies, and many processed foods, cause rapid spikes in blood sugar and insulin, promoting inflammation and cellular proliferation. Whole, natural sources of sugar found in fruits, vegetables, and whole grains come packaged with fiber, antioxidants, and other beneficial compounds that slow sugar absorption and mitigate negative effects. Focusing on reducing refined sugars and increasing fiber-rich whole foods is a far more effective and sustainable strategy than an overly restrictive, no-carb approach. Then there's the question of supplements versus whole foods. If these foods are so good, can I just take a pill? While specific compounds, like EGCG from green tea or curcumin from turmeric, are available in supplement form, they often lack the synergistic power of the whole food matrix. Nature designed these nutrients to work together, supported by fiber and other phytonutrients that enhance absorption and efficacy. A curcumin supplement might offer benefits, but it won't replace the hundreds of compounds in turmeric root working in concert. Supplements can play a supportive role, especially for deficiencies or specific therapeutic needs, but they should always complement, not replace, a diet rich in diverse, whole plant foods. Think of them as an amplifier, not the main instrument. Perhaps the most profound question I receive is, can diet alone cure cancer? It's vital to be clear, diet is an incredibly powerful tool for prevention, for supporting your body during treatment, and for reducing recurrence risk. It can significantly impact inflammation, immune function, and angiogenesis. However, it would be irresponsible to claim that diet alone is a cure for established cancer. Cancer is a multifaceted disease, and treatment often requires a comprehensive approach, including conventional therapies like surgery, chemotherapy, or radiation, alongside integrative strategies. A healthy diet optimizes your body's ability to fight, heal, and thrive, working in harmony with medical interventions. It gives your body the best fighting chance. Finally, where do I even begin? It feels overwhelming. My advice is always to start small and be consistent. Don't try to overhaul everything overnight. Pick 1 or 2 actionable changes this week. Maybe it's adding a cup of green tea daily, or swapping your sugary morning cereal for oatmeal with berries. Focus on adding good, rather than just restricting bad. Celebrate small victories. Experiment with new recipes. Find enjoyment in preparing nutritious meals. Every single bite you take is an opportunity to nourish your body and fortify your defenses. Remember, this is a journey, not a race. Progress, not perfection, is the key to sustainable change. Empower yourself with every food choice. We've embarked on an incredible journey, unraveling the mysteries of how everyday foods can become our greatest allies against a silent threat, microscopic cancer. We've seen how Dr. Becker's research illuminates the power of nature's pharmacy, right in our kitchens. This isn't just about avoiding illness, it's about embracing a vibrant, proactive path to health and longevity. It's about empowering ourselves with knowledge and simple, delicious choices. Now, as we draw this journey to a close, Dr. Becker's most profound message isn't a complex scientific formula, but a heartfelt call to action, a reminder of the incredible power that lies within each of us. She emphasizes that while medical science plays a crucial role, our daily choices, especially concerning what we eat, are perhaps the most significant determinants of our long-term health. We are not passive recipients of fate, we are active participants in shaping our well-being. This isn't about fear, it's about freedom, the freedom to choose health, to choose life. Remember the 5 powerful foods we discussed? Green tea, turmeric, colorful berries, broccoli, and garlic. Each one a tiny powerhouse, a natural guardian. Dr. Becker encourages us not to feel overwhelmed, but to start small. Perhaps it's just 1 cup of green tea a day, or adding a sprinkle of turmeric to your morning eggs. Maybe it's swapping a sugary snack for a handful of blueberries. These aren't drastic lifestyle overhauls, they are gentle nudges, small acts of self-care that accumulate into a profound protective shield. Every single positive choice, no matter how small, contributes significantly to your body's defense systems. Dr. Becker's work is a testament to the idea that true prevention is accessible to everyone. Her message resonates with hope, not fear. It's an invitation to cultivate a deeper relationship with your body, to listen to its needs, and to nourish it with the gifts of the earth. Imagine a future where you feel energetic, vibrant, and confident in your body's ability to defend itself. This future isn't a distant dream, it's a reality you can begin building, one healthy meal at a time. It's a legacy of health that you can pass on to your loved ones. So, as we conclude, let Dr. Becker's words echo in your heart. Your health is your greatest wealth, and the power to protect it lies primarily in your hands. Start today. Take that first small step. Integrate these incredible foods into your daily routine. Be an advocate for your own well-being. This isn't goodbye, it's a powerful beginning. A beginning of a healthier, happier, and more resilient you. Thank you for joining us on this vital journey. Take charge of your health, one delicious bite at a time. As we journey through life, remember that every challenge you overcome, every kindness you share, and every dream you chase, weaves into the tapestry of your unique story. This journey is not just about reaching destinations, but about the person you become along the way. Embrace the unknown, for it holds the promise of discovery and growth. Let your spirit soar, fueled by hope and guided by courage, knowing that your potential is limitless. You are the author of your own epic. Write it with passion, live it with purpose, and inspire the world with every beautiful chapter.